1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, fellow white shavers. Lee right here. Nomeo Shaves back with another shaving video. As you guys may or may not know, I was tagged in a budget shave by Jimco over at Jimco. Right off the bat, I don't know who I'm going to tag. I'll tag anybody who wants to do it, so I'm way behind on videos again. So I'm behind on comments. So if you're a wet tuber and you see this and you haven't been tagged, you're tagged. Tag, you're in. Okay, budget shave. Now, obviously, you can cheat and just use stuff that was all given to you, but that's not the point of this. I know some people do an extreme budget. Some people are just doing whatever budget, right? So this stuff is actually fairly on the cheap side. And I was this close to going the DE route, but everybody went the DE route, it seems like. I mean, you got those little Gillette plastic flip over DEs. I've seen those. I was going to use the Gillette Wilkinson sword, but I pinged a buddy of mine and said, hey, which one should I use? And he chose the From. I don't think I've seen somebody use a Shavette yet, but I'm behind on videos. But I did see Johan use a straight. He got for like $7, which is pretty badass. But you have to factor in the cost of the honing and the strop, so I didn't want to go that route. So we're going with this guy. So this is a From Hair Shaper. You get these from the Sally's Beauty or even on Amazon. $8, $9. Okay. So there's that. $8. Came with a blade. The blade is actually really good, so I figured I can probably get 10 shaves off of it if I'm careful. Brush. Going with, I do like this brush. It's a cute little boar brush. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the model number, but the very first time I saw this brush was on Paul H. And I'm like, oh, I want one of those. I was in Singapore and I saw it. I bought it. $5. So what, we're at 13 or so? Soap. Well, this is going to be a cream. Also in Singapore. I got this Nivea Sensitive. Oop, this way. This is like $2. So I'm at 15. And then balm. I'm not going to go with Sebum. I'll go with Nivea After Post Shave Balm. It's actually a themed shave, blue and Nivea. And this stuff you can buy at the local Walmarts. I was going to go with the Aquavelva 5-in-1, but I couldn't find it. It's in my luggage somewhere. But this stuff is what, like another $5. So what is that, $20 for the shave? And I did bring some witch hazel, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. Witch hazel is fairly cheap too. So here's my brush. All right, one more sip of coffee. I'm out of breath. Now we'll get cracking. All right. So yeah, luckily for me, I was able to get this in Singapore a couple years ago. I got myself a few tubes of it because just can't find it in the US. And it was like, I think after the exchange rate, it was like $2, maybe $3 per tube. Singapore is pretty cool when it comes to wet shaving gear. They've got a lot of different types of creams and cheap. I have Godridge, which is actually, oh, my wife is calling. Be right back. Apologies about that. But yes, Singapore is actually pretty cool. I mean, you can buy a lot of different stuff for cheap. Well, maybe I'll take that back. They have on the cheaper side of wet shaving, mostly creams. That's the first place I was able to try tobacco. All right, so I just have it shaken out. I'm just gonna. It's been a while since I've used this stuff. That was one reason why I wanted to use it. Pasty. I think these tag videos are kind of neat, especially this budget one. You know, it gives a newbie some, you know, stuff to look for. Shit, it's gonna take a while to build this ladder. What else is new, right? Yeah, so some of the places that I go to in Singapore, they've got, so I guess they have they sell the tobacco stick. That's where I got that. They sell a bunch of creams from India. One of them is Godrej. That's a good cream, really good. And that stuff is like $2 a tube, also. But this cream is actually really nice. I've tried the blue. I did not like the blue. But the sensitive works great. I got kind of a reaction to the blue, and it just wasn't really slick. Maybe paint a little bit of water. Jeremy, if you watch this, I'm sorry, dude. I haven't done the blind shave yet. I'm still working up the courage. All right, we'll see how that goes. It is morning. Try to get this done before I have to start work. All right, so this is the From hair shaper. It says From right there on the handle. This is the blade that it came with. You can buy these blades, the Persona hair shaper blades. Also a great blade. You can also buy Kismet blades for these, which are also fantastic, but more difficult to get and more expensive. But this one that came with this blade, with this razor, is really, really nice. I've nicked myself pretty good the last couple of shaves, so I just want to be careful. Yeah, so on my last shave, I used that straight razor that I took to the Dodo Creek. I know what I did wrong. I used too much oil when I tried to hone it, when I tried to finish it off. So I took it back to the stone, but just with water, and I could feel the difference. And then I added a little bit of soap to the water, and so I did soapy water, and I just spent, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes on it, and I did the hanging hair test. So much better. But I don't know if I'm there yet, so I'm not sure if when I want to test that edge out. So stay tuned for that, if you're curious. Uh-oh. Felt something. Look at these pimples too. Not sure what they're about. Probably just stress and not being able to get outside, all that bullshit. Because, like, you know, normally when I'm at the office, I take my lunch break. I get some sun. Here they're all encouraging us, stay inside, stay inside. But we need sun. Shit. Fucking pop that pimple. Damn it. There's that pimple too. Man, my skin is bad. All right, next pass. Also, there's that Zoom Groom challenge going around, which is actually really cool. So you're supposed to do a fast shave, like a one-pass shave or something like that, and tag some people. Then I think is that Pacific Shave Co. They will donate $1 for every hashtag Zoom challenge that they find, which is pretty freaking cool. I think they donate money to, is it the CDC? Don't want to take off any more of that pimple than I have to. Shit. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Man, I cut myself more in these morning shaves than normal. Shit. So I hope you guys are all still staying sane. I'm doing my best to get some exercise. Trying to get stronger on pull-ups. Man, my skin is just a mess. It's pretty close. Close shave though. Probably not the best lather that I've gotten from this stuff. Maybe I should have used a synthetic brush. I have a cheap synthetic brush too, but I think it costs a little bit more than this one. Maybe not. Maybe around the same price. It's also an Omega. It's a nice little brush. I used that one before in the 10-minute challenge. Oh, you have to give a congratulations to Chingon. He won Rick Neiman's giveaway. That's pretty freaking cool. I like seeing these giveaways go to good people. You know what I mean? I might have all kinds of fucking irritation from this shave. Apologize about the language. Shit. People wonder why I'm afraid to do the blind shave. I cut myself enough when I can see. Some bitch. Oh well, just the way the cookie crumbles. We're good. Post shave with this soap or this cream isn't the best, but as they say, that's why we have balms, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna put the balm on now. I want to wait till my skin dries up a little bit and I get some of these weepers to close, okay? But that's my shave, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me just get a little cup of coffee before I do the recap. I mean, I drink a coffee. Hasn't kicked in yet. All right. So this was the budget shave, and I believe all this stuff was maybe 20 bucks. So Nivea Sensitive cream, shaving cream, really, really good cream. If you can find it, pick it up. I know it's really difficult to find now. That's why, like, one of my last trips to Singapore, I bought like 3 or 4 of these tubes. I think I've given 1 or 2 away. I've got this one. I think I have 1 more stashed away somewhere. Nivea, not Too Faced, Nivea Sensitive Cooling Balm. You can buy this in just about any big box store, right around $5. Omega Brush, I got this in Singapore as well. This is right around $5 after the exchange rate and all that good stuff. And the From razor. These are actually really cool little razors. I mean, it gets your feet wet into the WEC world, the shavette world. $8, $9. It comes with a blade and it works. It works pretty good. I mean, geez, look at that. God dang. Good little blade, but you can also buy Persona hair shaver blades, which are really, really good as well. I do have some witch hazel. Not sure if I'll use it. I probably will though. I gotta wait for all this stuff to dry off and whatnot. But that's my shave, everybody. Hope your week is going well. If you're in an area where they start to relax some of the restrictions, guys, you're lucky. Take advantage of it while you can, because they say there's going to be a second wave. Who knows? I heard there was a second wave in Japan. And you just don't know who to believe anymore, right? I mean, you can't believe the media anymore. Do your own research. Take care, everybody. Stay safe out there. Be safe. And if you're allowed to drive, don't text and drive, everybody. Bye-bye.